the fourth set of the day will be played on Newkirk. Sponsored by Photo Punch and Escape Planet. Spawning
the mini Photoshop app.
Anyway, spawning in the bottom right-hand position as the yellow Zerg from CJ. His name is Rare.
His opponent, his name is Jadong, spawning as blue Zerg on the left bottom position of the map. Both players getting up to 10 drones. Well, up to 9 drones so far.
Are you already ready to analyze the game here?
Why not?
No.
And both players going for Overlord. So no crazy tempo shenanigans coming out.
Nope. Not at this point. So we have a rare appearance from Rare. The Dong, though, always here in Pro League.
Can we say that?
Yeah, it's his last name. DJ Dong.
Was part of his first name, technically.
Yeah.
Not last name.
Yeah, that's true. So used to the way that, I guess, non-Asian names are... Is it only Korean, or is that like all Asian names?
I have to say all Asian names.
So you put your last name first.
Yeah, the last name is a family name. So we put that first, and then we put our name. So, for example, Lee Jae-dong. Jae-dong is not the family name. Lee is the family name, and Jae-dong is his, first name.
I guess that's like just a bit of a reference to how important the family is in Asian cultures. Family-focused units.
I'm not too sure about that, though.
No.
If the names actually reflect that.
Well, the family name's first.
I guess.
Family comes first. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Both players going for the hatchery first, so we are going to see some greedy play from both of the players as Jadong decides to get a gas.
And Rare's going for the pool, so Jadong's going to get the slightly greedier build. It's going to pretty much even out throughout the game, though.
Yeah, actually, Jadong gets a little more advantage because of that, because he's going to get gas a little bit faster than his opponent. And the Zerg spawning pool difference is only like 10 seconds at the very most.
That's true. That is very true.
So Rare was pretty much thinking, I'm going to go for the 15 hatch, but if my opponent goes for some weird pull timing against me, then I'm going to have Zerglings out in time to defend against it. But this is actually hurting him a little bit more as he didn't take the risk to go for the Geyser first.
Yeah.
Not the Assimilator.
Alright, looks like Jadong's Overlord going to scout his opponent. And Rare sees the hatchery at the natural. Doesn't know about the gas yet. He'll scout that shortly, though.
All he has to do is click on the Geyser, and he knows how long Jadong has been mining from that. And he could also predict when the speed is going to finish for Jadong.
Yep, exactly. Alright, speed on the way for Jadong, Mr. JD. And his name is actually not Jadong in-game. It's just JD because Dong is censored, I believe.
Which actually caused some controversy among some of the fans because they're saying free the Dong, make sure that Jadong gets his actual ID inside the game.
Instead of release the Grack and release the Dong.
Release the Dong. Well, because he got an early gas, he's going to go for the Baling Nest first compared to his opponent. Surprisingly Rare, he has 100 minerals, but he doesn't have enough... he has the gas, he doesn't have enough minerals to go for the speed, and he's just going for a double queen at this point.
You should get that speed pretty soon here.
He should. Because he's going to be at this point where he's not... well, it seems like he knows what his opponent's up to, so he's going to go for the Spine Crawler instead of going for the speed.
And he's going to have a lot of queens out here, so I think he's going to really be focusing on a queen-based defense here, maybe with some defensive structures, and safety net gas for something more important.
The queen is slowly moving out on the map, but he needs to time it correctly. If not, then the Balings and the Zerglings can get a complete surround on the queen.
Look at this, man. We have a lot of Zerglings in production for Jadong here. He had up to 20, I believe, at one point. This Overlord will fall. The Zerglings, though...
Those queens, they're now really so crucial. They need to go back to the creep right now.
I think they're going to get back there, and they'll be safe. But it's going to be close.
Nice SimCity, which means that he's only going to have two... He only needs 2 queens and a Spine Crawler to wall this up to 3 queens right now. No Balings for Rare so far, but he has the queens completely covered over here. Nice defense, but he needs some transfuse because he needs some more time before the Spine Crawler gets down.
And the Zerglings, they're going to get through. There's 4 queens still here. The Banelings, one falls. Second one falls as well, doing a little bit of damage. Jadong.
But he only lost 2 queens. He still has queens behind us, and he has a nice wall, but Jadong is going to brute force his way in right now.
So it looks like Jadong heavily droning behind this, but now there's a lot of Zerglings out for Rare, and with the addition of the queens, he should be able to defend. pretty easily here, moving the Lings into the main base. Now the speed, there is no speed for Rare.
But that's only 3 Zerglings. He might lose 1 drone inside the main base, but nice micro by Rare. And if you think about it, Jaedong, he skipped a lot of drones to go for a lot of Zerglings, except he didn't deal that much damage. He did catch up in the drone count right now.
Yeah.
But this also means that Rare has been mining from 2 bases efficiently for a long time.
Yeah, and also Jaedong scouted everything that his opponent's up to. He sees the gas count, he sees exactly what his opponent has, and the Zerglings are eventually going to die here. Pretty good defense, I have to say, from Rare. He could have maybe put that a little bit safer, but Jaedong did hit a pretty solid timing there.
I'm a little bit disappointed that Rare is supply blocked at this point, but he was so focused on defending against the attack, so he didn't have any time to cater to make a lot more overlords behind this. So.
All right, so behind this, Jaedong just continuing the drone up.
Drone up heavily.
Yeah, up to
In
45.
fact, he caught up 45 to 39.
Look at this, though. They're actually really even as far as supply and upgrades and everything goes. Jaedong is just getting his Roach Warren now. I guess he may go. He is getting the +1 ranged attack and armor. So that's going to help out his Hydras and Roaches, maybe even some Swarm Hosts as well.
But if Rare realizes that the Roach Warren from his opponent is slightly late, he's going to try to pressure his opponent and try to force a lot of different units out before the Roach Warren actually finishes. But the Roach Warren does finish in time, and Jaedong's going to try to make some Roaches for defense back at his main base.
Yep. All right. Yeah, everything's looking quite even across the board. Rare has a slight supply advantage, though, 68 to 57. He's got those 2 extra Queens, and he already has some of his Roaches out as well. But the drone count almost identical here. Rare going to go ahead and get his 3rd base along with Jaedong, so things continue to be pretty split down the middle of the line.
This is going to be a regular Roach fight between the 2 players, as we are seeing a lot more Wings of Liberty style ZvZ in Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Hydroden on the way for Rare. He's going to add that into his building composition, I guess, first. And we'll probably see one pretty shortly from Jaedong as well, unless he wants to really focus on just a large Roach timing. He did get his Roach Warren a little bit later than his opponent, though.
That also means that his speed is going to finish a little bit later. And here's something that's unlikely to happen, but also need to note. Sometimes in ZvZ, you try to push out with the slow Roaches, and once you get caught out of position, you're trying to run away. And a lot of times when we see that in Pro League, that's when the opponent's speed finishes earlier than the person who was trying to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So Jaedong, with his later Roach Warren, he saw the Roach timing from his opponent, he saw the later timing. He needs to make sure he doesn't stay too aggressive with his Roaches until the speed finishes.
That's true. All right, the +2 attack is now starting for Rare. He's also getting Hydra range. No 2-2 for Jaedong just yet. He's really just getting more and more Roaches out. Supply-wise, still really close. The Hydras are now out for Rare. That's going to give him that extra DPS boost that he wants for his army.
Still no Hydra then out for Jaedong, as he's thinking this is going to be a pure Roach versus Roach at this point.
Yeah, no Hydrogen here. Really just focused on getting the +2 attack, not the +2 carapace, though. Similar to his opponent.
And now he's going to try to hit some timing against his opponent, but his opponent is already fine. He has a lot of Roaches, a few Zerglings, and the Hydras to support the main army. Jaedong thinks that his opponent, Rare, has been a little bit greedy, but all Rare has been doing is hiding the Hydras in the back.
Yeah, it's really smart for him to do that, actually. And you know what? This could... Okay, well, the Hydras are revealed now, and Jaedong is going to continue to make Roaches as a result. Drone count's still pretty similar here.
He has a lot of Roaches, however. That's 31 Roaches, 20 Roaches, and we have 10 Roaches coming out on the way. So Rare, he has a nice army to defend against Jaedong's a lot of Roaches, but it also means that Rare needs to be careful when he tries to attack into his opponent's main army, because that's still a lot of Roaches.
All right, it looks like we're going to have an engagement here. Jaedong, does he want to fight? Oh, he's gotten some Lings in the main base. They're not going to do too much damage, though. Jaedong needs to buy a little bit of time here, but if he decides he's going to go for the attack, the positioning from him is not bad, but looks like he's backing up once again.
Jaedong just trying to fight where the Hydras are out of position, but look at this Rare just going for the 3rd base right now. I don't think he could save it, but he's trying to surround the main army right now from both locations. Is this going to be it for Rare's main army?
I don't know, it's going to be close either way. We have some reinforcements here from Jaedong, but no, he's backing up and he's going to lose the hatchery.
It's really close, but even the Queen joining the fight, the hatchery goes down, and seems like Rare is also going to win the fight. He has a lot more Roaches than his opponent. The Hydras are doing extra damage behind this, as Jaedong, he is forced back.
That the Hydras made the biggest difference here, I have to say, in the fight. That extra DPS. The Roaches tanked from the front, and I think this is going to be lights out for Jaedong. He's down 93 supply to 152. And I don't think there's much he can do. Looks like Rare. He's going to get his first one in Pro League. He's got like 350 APM as well. The +2 about to finish for him. And Jaedong, you know, he can reinforce with Roaches all he wants. But that's it. GG. Rare taking his first game in Pro League.
And